Hey guys, with the Breaker patch being out for almost an entire week, I would say that the vibes around the game and the patch itself are generally very, very positive. People seem to be very much liking the class a lot and also really liking the changes and like I guess, all the juice that they've been giving us from this patch. And people are generally happy with the game. And that's awesome. I'm really happy about it. But that's kind of like led me to think about a bigger question around like, what is really making it so that Lost Ark can't be like a huge game here in the West, right? In Korea, it's like a top 5 MMO, a top 5 game, right? I'd say it's probably the top number 1, number 2 MMO, and in terms of games in general that people play, it's probably top 5. But here in the West, it's still probably, I would say maybe top 5, but like it pales in comparison to a game like World of Warcraft, right? And I'd say generally any MMO hasn't really gotten close to World of Warcraft. But at the same time, it's like, why is it that Lost Ark just can't reach that big MMO status that, like a World of Warcraft can? And personally, some people have said that it's because of pay to win, but personally, I don't really think that that's the case. Like, at least for me, when I play the game, I never really think about that aspect. But of course, that's just me, right? So we kind of had a discussion about this on my stream the other night, and I want to share that with you guys and see what you think. Why do you think that MMOs in general haven't really gotten to the point of World of Warcraft, and specifically around Lost Ark as well? Why do you think that Lost Ark is not able to get to that like premium large status MMO that it might be, it is in Korea? But yeah, I stream every single night on twitch.tv/misoxshiro starting at 10 p.m. PST, and we have these discussions all the time. So hopefully you guys can join me there, but if not, hopefully I see you on the next video. All right, enjoy. Honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. What is preventing Lost Ark from being like, super popular in the West? Is it truly because of pay to win? Or is it because, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just me, but I don't care about the pay to win system in the game. Like, it's whatever. Like, I can play and not pay for the game and I still have a really good time playing it. Heavy pay to win peons. People need to understand one simple thing when it comes to pugging. The gear stats are way higher than what you need. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like when I look at the game, right, and maybe that's why I'm still playing it, because I don't pay to win, care about pay to win, and the people who aren't playing it are the ones who do care about it. Is it actually the community that holds Lost Ark back? Too many whales, long-term players that just want to do homework quick? Maybe the homework is part of the problem. Because, like, when do people... Is it, like... What is preventing people... I really would be interested in, like, if there's, like, ever statistics or if there's ever any way to find out, like, what is preventing you from playing Lost Ark / what makes you quit Lost Ark? I would be interested in seeing those numbers. Because I just personally... And again... This might just be because I'm still playing Lost Ark. I just don't care at all about pay to win. And it might be the community. But I feel like the gatekeeping... I feel like most people quit Lost Ark before they get 50. But maybe that's just me. Like, people quit Lost Ark because... they don't have anything to do other than raids, and then when they get to raids, they just get gatekept. Maybe that's what it is. It's not streaming popular because it's a difficult game with a steep learning curve. Everything else is fluff. Makes hardcore players burn out. Life is pay to win. Why are they complaining? Well, I mean, they want to get away from life when they're playing the game, right? Beyonds. If you want established players to get jailed for hours every week just because Spagate cannot make it very difficult without wipe mechanics. Town is 1495 content, but the requirements to get in a standard pug is 1560. Yeah, it's kind of tough. The problem is, like, these days with Clown, people want it to be, like, skip content, right? So it's like, if people are applying on item level, people don't want that. Like, even earlier when I was looking at Clown lobbies, right? I was like, ooh, 1540s. Ooh, it looks a little bit rough. Blaming Lost Ark community is silly. It's game design that you should be blaming. People want to have fun and not be jailed, and being jailed is not fun. Totally different system for horizontal vertical progression than absolute dog water storyline experience with all the shift G. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I don't think the thing is, here's the thing. I don't think the Lost Ark community is toxic. And maybe it's just because of me and, like, my experience on Twitch. But, like, everybody here's so nice. I rarely ever met, like, an actual mean person in Lost Ark. Like, I can count on my fingers how many actual, like, toxic people I met in Lost Ark. Maybe not an AU toxic. I don't think that's hard, but to find learning runs all the time, then once you get an experience run, an experienced player fuck up mechs. EU pug lobbies are toxic as hell, you wouldn't believe. Really? That's shitty. What I think keeps the game from being very popular is the gearing system being pretty over the top to get into, but mostly lack of a casual content. If you compare Argos Fulton at eye level compared to what we have for Boldest Con, difficulties of ever increasing the game, kind of afraid how difficult Thaymine going to be for the community. Yeah, I definitely think that a lot of people are going to quit during Thaymine. I'm going to be real. I feel like there's going to be a good number of people who quit for Thaymine. And apart from rank 1 guilds, I had to mute server because of crude behavior. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, there are, like, people in general are just toxic, I feel. But the thing is, like, nobody's, at least from my experience, there's rarely ever a situation where I've seen people outwardly toxic against people in a run. Like, I can count on my hands. Now, are they toxic to the people in, like, voice chat? Probably. But, like, they're not going to be flaming people in the chat. I still remember getting flamed on NES for having roster 12. Stopped playing for 6 months because of the homework. I used to have 12 plus alts, got burnt out. I want to play Lost Ark after I deleted most of them, and I only played 5 alts and they're the same class. You define what being toxic is. If it's flaming people who imposter their way into the raid and jailing people without any agreement, then yes, it's toxic. There's no toxic label left and right center nowadays without context. Also, imagine starting the game when there's no free power pass and doing all the story honing and stuff. Then having to buy buses. Yeah. I mean, I always say this, but I really think that there needs to be a better way. And like, the thing is, there are people who are doing learning runs all the time. There are people who are learning the game and new players. But the game just doesn't have a good way for people to, like, find those people. And they, like, try to join, like, reclear parties, and then they just get, like, gatekept, so they have to buy buses. But, like, if they actually, like, found, like, hunkered down and looked for the other ways to find learning parties, they could probably find people to, like, prog with them. This is how grinding feels like a job. Doing things that you don't want to do for character progression, dailies, weekly homework, horizontals, EDC, it's just too much. But I don't think you need to do for 6 characters is the thing. There's a lot of people who play like 1 to 3 character rosters, and those people are totally fine. I think 3 is like kind of like a perfect sweet spot.